Climate, a frontier that a lot of people don't belong in. These are the voyages of the smash ship smAsho, our continuing mission to not talk nonsense, to not attempt to spear fraud, not attempt to spread fraud and fear and propaganda on the internet. I know, it's probably why our views were so low yesterday. This was originally streamed live to twitch.tv/smAsho, thanks to our followers over on Twitch. First thing we're looking at here are the jet streams of the eastern world. And check it out, we've got extreme meridional jet stream flow happening over Australia, as well as an anticyclone here right there, rotating counterclockwise over the northwestern portion of the nation Fremunda. Some extreme bends in the Pacific Ocean as well there. You can see that 180-degree bend west of Hawaii. Next, looking at surface winds. There you go, surface winds of the eastern world. Shout out to all of our viewers who would be visible on this map. Next, the western world. There are the surface winds of Western Earth. And we'll show the jet streams as well for this side. Once again, extreme meridional jet stream flow in the northern hemisphere on this side of the planet. Look at all those 180-degree bends. The jet stream is tripled up here over the western U.S., tripled up over portions of the Atlantic Ocean, and you can see once again these N shapes. Major bends in the jet stream, blowing cold air to the south and also blowing warm air to the north, causing people to be very confused about things like weather, climate, meteorology, etc. So we make videos about it to help to spread facts. So we've got a bunch of winter weather warnings here, winter weather advisories, especially in Wyoming, also Utah, northwestern Colorado. And check out the forecast model. Now, this is 11 days out, so this is pretty far out to be forecasting here, folks. But you can see just in the next few days, another 6 inches of snow forecast for central Wyoming. So once again, it's so hot out there in the northwest. It's so hot, folks. Oh my God. It's so hot that it's cold. Apparently, it's only October, and they're getting feet of snow in various places. By the way, 11 days out, this forecast makes it up to 2 feet. So I've been expecting to see some measurable snow here in Pennsylvania this month. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, at least not according to this GFS forecast. Keep in mind, an 11-day forecast is way too far to be reliable. We just figured we'd show it anyway to show you how hot it's expected to be in the northwestern portion of the country. Very, very hot out there, if by hot you mean unseasonably cold and snowy. Next, looking at the NASA GOES lightning mapper. Quite a bit of lightning here around Central America, northern South America, and a bit in the Atlantic Ocean. Here's a real-time lightning map from lightningmaps.org. Give you an idea where current lightning is striking. And it looks like things have calmed down around the east coast of Australia. Shout out to Kimberly and our other viewers from Munda. We hope your nation is able to cure its COVIDiocy soon. Here are where pressure cells are currently located. Let's advance this into the European forecast. So it's Tuesday. Here's where things will be on Wednesday at 1 p.m. That's 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Quick little science lesson here, folks. The atmosphere is attempting to reach static equilibrium. When you press down on the atmosphere here, parts of the atmosphere around here need to be pulled up in order to reach static equilibrium. Think of sticking your hand in a kiddie pool. If you push down on the water, you're creating a high pressure zone below your hand, and the area around that will have to equalize that pressure by coming up. And that's sort of what's going on with an anticyclone. When you see an anticyclone like this huge one in the southern Pacific Ocean here, that's what's going on in terms of the physics. High pressure air tends to be drier. Nitrogen is heavier, more massive than H2O. Dry air is associated with anticyclones. Hopefully that's one little meteorological fact that will help you out. Let's continue on. We don't want the video to be too long. Thanks to our followers over on Twitch. Please consider becoming a follower over on Twitch, twitch.tv/smAsho, where this video was originally streamed live. We like streaming live. It's just a little bit better. It creates tension. It creates reactions that are natural and otherwise unable to be obtained. We're also on BitChute. We've been only putting up our meteorology segments over there. If you're viewing on BitChute, make sure you view on YouTube. Our views have been pathetically low. We barely reached 100 views in 2 videos yesterday. So I don't know what's going on with it. We're getting thousands of views regularly on videos on BitChute. It makes 0 sense considering YouTube has over 1 billion daily users. BitChute, not so much. We're also on Twitter. If you don't follow us on Twitter, you may be missing out on all kinds of things like announcements of live streams. We'll be doing a live stream tomorrow afternoon, by the way, every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Eastern Time, I'll say. Every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we do a live stream, and we announce it typically on Twitter. So yet another reason to follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/smAshomash. Even Karaoke by Greta Thunberg. Next, looking at our promotional material. Yes. Congratulations on realizing our channels exist. If you're new to the channel, press like, subscribe, etc. Tell your friends and foes about us. And let me check the life of the stream again. We are streaming live. Everything looks just fine. Here at the Smash News Network, least busted name in news. By the way, consider joining the Smash team if you haven't. It's where we put all the analysis that we don't release on our videos, because we've got to get paid for this, and because YouTube attempts to pay us absolutely nothing for the content. We're darn close to making nothing on YouTube, and we make exactly nothing on BitChute, by the way. So make sure you help us out if you'd like to see the videos continue to exist and be publicly visible and free for all to view. Here's a sneak peek of what you see of the Smash team. By the way, the GDAX reports are only for silver and gold levels. Let's talk about cosmic rays. Did you know that they affect cloud nucleation? Yeah, cosmic rays. They cause secondary particle showers. Depending on what kind of nucleus it is flying through space at nearly the speed of light, it depends on what kind of nucleus it is. So in other words, an iron nucleus flying at light speed has a different effect on the atmosphere than a hydrogen nucleus flying at nearly light speed. But they all create particle showers. They also create ionization pathways and the sort of chemistry required to cause clouds to form. Yeah, it seems evident that the Earth can suddenly be affected by particles from deep in space. In other words, they could be from even outside the galaxy, depending on what their energy levels are. And apparently this is sort of a little known fact. Anyway, there's a new article about it here. A new paper must have gotten published. Once again by Henrik Svensmark. The sun and stars affect our everyday clouds and ultimately Earth's energy budget. And what does that ultimately mean, folks? What it means is that a cloud is shinier than the ground or ocean water. And shiny things like snow, ice, and clouds reflect more light into space. It's known as the albedo effect. The albedo effect is the believed mechanism associated with major global glaciations of the planet Earth. And I'll just leave it there. Let's take a look at the largest body of water on the planet, the Pacific Ocean, and the air above it. It's the NASA GOES Interactive Weather Satellite's water vapor map. We show it on the regs to show you the largest sink of heat latency on the surface of the planet. Yeah, the Pacific Ocean. It emits tons of radiation, thermal and otherwise. And let's just say it would take a lot of calories to heat up that body of water. If you don't know the temperature of this body of water at 10 meters and 100 meters and 1,000 meters, guess what? You don't know the climate. Continuing on to look at the U.S. Doppler radar. And these precipitation bands are continuing to hang out around the southern and now western coast of Alaska. There are the lower 48. Anything going on in Hawaii? Not really. There's the lower 48. And you can see some snow falling in Wyoming once again. Here's what's going on in the cloud layer. A bunch of low clouds here over the Atlantic Ocean. Those are the kind of clouds that are typically formed by cosmic ray flux. Why? Because there's more stuff. The lower you get in the atmosphere, the denser it is, which makes it more likely for incoming nearly light speed particles to bump into something, bounce off an electron, or even render those particles radioactive. Yeah. Anyway, there's the water vapor map. And that system just hanging out there over the northern Rockies, especially Wyoming. It's because the jet stream is not really influencing it very well. It's not pushing it to the east. Anyway, once again, there's the U.S. Doppler radar. I seriously need to become a contractor who forecasts weather in Alaska, because I'm quite sure it's just as easy as forecasting weather every place else, if you understand the physics. So here's your recap. There's a U.S. Doppler. There's the cloud layer. It's too dark to see the clouds. We use the 3.9 nanometer radiation map to see clouds and fog at nighttime. And there is the water vapor map, which should give you the best insight into how things will move. And when it comes to Wyoming and Idaho and Utah and so on, things aren't going to move very much. Thanks for tuning in. Congratulations on realizing our channel exists. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. smAsho, signing off from the Smash News Network. Happy Smashtober from the least busted name in news.